Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Inside of today's video, going to be starting off with our free-to-play to Masters. Finally, the new Power League season has arrived. It arrived yesterday, but of course I was pushing Buster a long time yesterday, and also just pushing on my main, trying to figure out the meta. So not played a single game so far, but this Power League meta feels pretty fun. We also have a really cool skin to unlock pretty soon. We've also got some boxes to open, which I love about the new season, is that you have all of these boxes to open with your power points. So we'll go ahead and open these ones. Also, I can't purchase the battle pass until I reach 62. I think it's tier 62 to have enough gems, and then I can finally get Buster. But probably by then, Buster's probably going to get nerfed, so it does suck a little bit for the free-to-play to Masters grind. But as I said, we have quite a few big boxes to open, so we unfortunately have the worst spell stop power. We've already got a good one unlocked with coins anyways, but yeah, granted, got to be the worst stop power to possibly get inside of a game, but we'll take it as long as it's some way to progression. I don't really care about any of those power points. And okay, we've got one item remaining. It is going to be the better Eve gadget, so that's actually pretty decent. I'll take that. As long as I get stuff that is for the best build for that brawler, I don't really mind whatsoever. And then 50 power points, I'll just put it on Stu. Stu is a pretty solid brawler overall right now. So before we jump into the video, then make sure you're using a create code in the shop. That'd be greatly appreciated. And without further ado, let's jump into it. Alright guys, jumping into the first game then. So we have a Bell's Rock Knockout, which is a pretty decent map. I do like this one overall. So in terms of bans, probably going to look for a good last pick, right? So either an aggressive pick or Sprout, but I can't seem to see Sprout because it is not in rarity order, so it's a bit jumbled up. So unfortunately I can't get over to Sprout in time, and I do have first picks, so yeah, more than likely I'll have to be picking meta. Piper is actually incredibly strong on this map in particular, so is like Bell, Brock, a lot of different options you can choose from, but I'm gonna go with the Piper, seeing as Max is banned. So Piper is always a pretty decent option on this map, mainly because you can open up the walls pretty easily. So I've only got the damage gear on Piper. As you guys probably aware by now, the damage gear was nerfed by 5%. I still feel like it's gonna be ultimately probably the strongest gear for a lot of brawlers still, but maybe if you're power 10, you might have a bit more of a choice, right? Especially for Piper. In this mode particularly, I would probably go for shield over damage now, just because knockout a lot of times, well, of course, every single round you're going to be spawning in with a shield, right? So that is really good values. But then again, you still get value out of a damage gear overall. So yeah, looks like I'm going to have to switch over to the auto aimer, facing against two aggros, and we don't really have any sufficient counters. Buster is pretty busted. I don't know about the more longer range maps. I think the biggest counters to him right now are fellow tanks, but as of now, I still think he's incredibly strong. So of course we've got to watch out for that one. So Leon getting two taps right there, going to enable me to push up a little bit. If Rico can push up against this Leon as well, that would be pretty nice. Buster's going to be running all over our Penny right now. Of course, Penny doesn't really have the ammo to kind of keep him at bay. My teammates are getting pushed like crazy here, which is pretty bad. I mean, yeah, there's just no need to even use any of my gadgets or whatsoever. But I'll try and get my super again, unless I can clutch up here against the Bell. Nearly, but actually nearly worked out. But against a Buster with a shield, I don't think I was going to be able to clutch that one up whatsoever. So yeah, I mean, breaking up my walls against Rico, not too sure what I should really do, because at the same time I need to open it up for myself, but Rico doesn't really want those walls opened up. So Belle is just clapping us. She's clapping us, sending us into spawn. That gadget as well. My teammates are just getting destroyed out here, and that is surely, well, this set over, because I don't know, we're just not really doing anything. Buster's just going to run up against this Leon. Okay, no, I can't even hit a shot to save my life right now. Everyone's low on the side of these guys. I'm just going to break this open, and there's a Leon just sitting there waiting for me. I can't do anything as a Piper. And of course, the first game, always when I load up the first game, there's always some complications. I mean, in terms of doing things differently, maybe I should try against the Bell instead. I don't know, Rico just got sent into spawn immediately. I feel like you should be having a better matchup against Bella, specifically in the middle here. So we'll try our match right here. We'll see if we can get a pinch with Rico. He's doing pretty good over right now. Did get tapped a little bit from the Bell. We're going to try and help the Penny out, but Bell is pushing so aggro and just destroys us. I mean, maybe Piper isn't as good as I thought, right? Bell's just walking through us. There's just constant aggression on the side of Buster. That's why I couldn't really keep my mid placement as well. And unless Rico can clutch up here, it's looking pretty dire for us. I don't know, maybe I'd start just banning Buster. I didn't think someone at my level would have Buster available, specifically Power 11. Like, I've been playing on my main, and literally no one's really been banning him. I've just pretty much been going Buster every game and winning everyone off every single game. So, yeah, big surprise to me. This Rico's not really having the best time right now, considering he's got all the walls to his side. He's not really doing a great job of keeping Buster back. As I say, that does hit a few clips, but I think this is an easily winnable game for the Rico, unless it gets to the final bit, so he needs to try and take him down as soon as possible. But yeah, Buster's shield, it is pretty broken in some circumstances, so yeah, this is looking pretty awful. I mean, I don't really see how we're going to win this one. I need to keep the pressure against Bell in the mid, but also need to push up here, so Bell's going to get taken down right there. We see Leon with Invis. We need to try and stay together as much as possible. We're going to try and take him down. He's going to be able to get the double kill. And that is GG. There's just surely no way a Penny's going to be able to take down this Buster in time. He also pierces through objects as well. I mean, unless this Penny clutches up, I think that turret placement, if she had to stop out, that might have been a decent one. But yeah, Buster's healing up here. He's going to eventually get his super right. So unless Penny hits shots, which she isn't, it's going to be GG. There's surely no way. This is just delaying the inevitable for me. I mean, I didn't really play the best entirely. Probably too many aggros. I would have loved if we would have had any counter to aggros on our side. I didn't really pay attention to how my teammates drafted, but that was just an awful draft. I know I picked Piper pretty early on, but we've got to come up with at least one tank counter, right? They have Leon and Buster on an open map, so that is unfortunately going to be the first game. Let's hop into the next one. Alright guys, jumping into the next game. So we've got our next ban. Maybe I ban out a Piper instead. No, Janet's definitely Brawl I want to ban, considering they have first pick. That was a little bit rushed. I completely forgot I was even in the game here, but there's some decent bans. They've actually banned out Squeak, which normally is like a pretty decent pick overall towards the beginning, specifically on this map. I think I've said it a few times already, but Canal Grande is a map which aggro is not rewarded. So brawlers like Squeak, you can pretty much go. Brock is a solid pick, even with the reload gear nerf. He's insane on this map. I played Canal Grande like 2 or 3 times, and I think I played Brock near for every single time, and I legit carried. Like, Brock is insane on this map, so definitely still use him. By the way, just got to keep your max distance and stick to one lane, specifically with that Brock. So I don't really want to be going Piper anymore. Piper just seems to really have fallen off in the meta. I didn't really want to recommend him B. I kind of wanted to highlight that I wanted to go B myself, but hey ho. I mean, B is still a pretty decent brawler overall. He's still going to have to excuse my voice. I know I've been using it a lot the past few days. Anyways, they choose a Bell and a Tick. They've got a really well-rounded composition. Surely Piper is decent against this. Maybe I can go a Max as well. Max does have decent wiggles against that composition. Piper could be good, specifically to open up the map. Ruffs isn't the best of picks. Being told BB as well. I just wish I had a decent aggro against this, but yeah, I'll go Piper. I've gone Piper 2 games in a row here, and she just really isn't meta right now. She really suffers in this meta, but I'm just going to have to go with it. I mean, Piper has a good matchup against Bell and Brock and Tick, so surely this got to be somewhat decent, right? I only have damage gear again. I hate ambush. I don't know what it is, but me and ambush just never get along. Always enjoyed snappy sniping a lot more. So straight away, I'm not going down the Tick side. Tick side is suicide unless I've got some aggro. Yeah, there's just no point going down that side. So Brock is down our lane right here. They're going to push for that blue star. They do actually get that in time. Brock is one shot, so looking okay so far. Bell's just going to continue to spam shots with that reload gear, I presume, but we're going to get a nice double tap in. This is going to allow me to push up against this Tick. He does use his gadget, but I super at a perfect timing, break open the map as much as possible, and that is perfect. 3-star lead at the moment. They have blue stars, so got to be a little bit careful about one. Tickhead that presumably has the mythic gear, and fortunately enough for the bow, I do help him with that. He gets the taps onto bow, and it looks like his Tick's either lagging or just horrendously down bad. I mean, if I get out Canal Grande, the first engagement, time and time again, will prove who's going to win the game. Already on 6 stars. Piper is just, it's my bread and butter on this map. I love Piper so much on this map. It's so satisfying to get multiple snipes, and as I say that, I get deleted. That is just I mean, I shouldn't pick myself up that much. I kind of jinxed that one a little bit, but now I might have given these guys a little bit of space to come back, but if they weren't shooting each other, they probably would have had a better chance. But no, they've got to shoot each other, right? So again, I'm going to gadget this Brock. I don't know what he's really doing. He's just so two-tappable right now. We still have another gadget available. So once he does come up, we're just going to do that every single time to the Brock. It's beautiful. Piper, yeah, I mean, I was hesitant because of the last game, but this is definitely a moment where Piper excels. Like, Brock is so easy as a matchup for her. 18 seconds left. There's not really too much to really discuss here, considering the scoreline. We can just push up against this tick. We can just keep up the pressure. Brock is going to try and just run into me with rocket number 4, but there's just nothing these guys can do. They're so far behind. Even if they get a team wipe, there's no way they're going to win. So that's going to be the first round going towards us. Hopefully we can keep up this momentum, at least get one win in our first episode back. It's been like a week breaks from free-to-play to masters, so it does feel a little bit weird doing this again, but we'll get back into the swing of things. Let me know if you want to see daily episodes of this, whether you want to see anything else in between. I do say every now and then Bella will do challenges, but you guys just seem to love free-to-play to masters, so you know, I'll just put out the content that you guys enjoy the most, of course. So at a minute, kind of getting spammed back a little bit. I feel like they adjusted pretty well with a tick going this side. But yeah, we need to just push up. We can't just sit back into spawn. We just need to match the aggression early on, else you saw what happened to us, the other team in the last game. You can't allow that happen to us, but unfortunately, it looks like the case here. Bell is going to tap me like crazy here. Got to back up. Only 5 stars down though, so it's not the end of the world. Just need a couple of kills to get us back into the game. So hopefully Bo starts pushing up that side. We've got a tick trying to keep us back. We do get a nice double tap onto him. Brock is pretty weak, so I'm just going to jump into him. Honestly, I can take him down as well. And we just need to push up now. I don't know why my teammates are sitting in a bow totem. I literally just got a double kill and they're sitting in spawn. Like, why do you even need a B slow? That is just ridiculous. I can't believe I've just alleviated so much pressure. And he's thumbs downing. Of course he's thumbs downing right now. That's just a typical B player. I don't even know anymore. This round's basically done for unless I can get some carry snipes. That's going to be 1 kill onto Brock. This Bell has stayed alive for literally the entire game, so really need to get her down in a moment. I'm not too sure where she is. Okay, she's just gonna that looked really convincing. It looked like all 3 of us were gonna collapse onto her, and then she just survives, and then she somehow survives again. I don't know how she's doing it, but she's surviving every single time. Let's see if we've got a jukes against this Brock right here. But yeah, this is literally looking impossible. We need to get a full team wipe, and then probably a team wipe again, and then probably a team wipe again to even make a comeback here. So yeah, Belle's gonna just run back into spawn. She just had the game of her life. I don't know. What do you even describe that tactic from my teammates? I swear, I may as well just ban it out a bow when I'm low in elo, unless I even get to legendary. But even at legendary, I still sometimes have to ban out a bow because they just get scared that people comfort pick this brawler too much. He did have a good first game, to be fair, but questionable tactics from both of my teammates right there to sit back instead of just running up. Like, that little bit of percentage of super that you're getting, you could have just easily got that by running up. So yeah, Tick just completely destroys me there. It's so annoying to face off against some Canal Grande. Gets the kill onto B as well. And yeah, I don't know what that Brock was, just destroyed that one, but it's going to allow us to get some more snipes in. Now time to focus up after getting deleted by that Tick then. So Tick did place Tickhead. I've got to just use that gadget right there in case the Tickhead came our way. Tick does push forward, but allowing us to get a kill onto him. And there's surely a Brock somewhere here. I'm not too sure. I need a little bit of help here. He's going to try and run into my face with rocket number 4. But I'm able to get my auto-aim taps in that little bit quicker. So now it's time for me to push up. I should be able to get a decent wall break in here. Should be able to break up both points of this of his walls, which I do. And that's going to enable me just to snipe even more. So Brock going to get taken down right there. And this is perfect. After a terrible start, I just walked into like every single tick mine. But at least we get control. It doesn't matter how many times you kind of die at the beginning. As long as you're sustaining control, you can easily get a deficit back. So Tick's going to go pretty low here. Do get the double tap onto him. And that is surely near enough GG. Unless I go down, as long as I survive, we're winning this game surely. So Tick is pretty angry here. Again, I'm not too sure why he's shooting at his teammates, because they can easily, well, not easily, but they can still make a comeback. Like, there's 30 seconds left of the game. They just need a team wipe, and then probably another team wipe, but still, you can still come back from it. I don't know why people give up so early. 15 seconds left. It's looking like a dub. So, I mean, it was convincing first game. Second game was terrible. Third game was good. It's just how Canal Grande goes, right? It's just swings and roundabouts. Kind of hard to completely predict how it's going to go all of the time. But that's going to be our first win of the video. Let's hop into the third game now. Alright guys, so jumping into the final game of the video then. So we have Hard Rock Mine. They have first pick. It's literally still meta Rico on this map. So we've got to ban it out specifically when they have that first pick. So do ban Otis and a Cole. I mean, Cole has been somewhat making a surprise turn to the meta. I'd say he's in and around the top 20, but the Brawl League I was casting yesterday, Cole was so incredibly strong in Brawl. I mean, you just have to ban out a lot of times his counters like Griff, like Surge, like Gale. But then when those brawlers are banned, it's pretty insane, right? So going into this game right here, they go with a Gene first pick. I mean, that's pretty decent. I won't really say he's the best on Hard Rock Mine, but then again, I haven't really played too much Hard Rock Mine in the past few months on Power League, so not entirely sure. Looks like he's selecting the Poco. I don't really want him to go Poco. I'd rather him go a B or something. Like, Poco is just not good on Hard Rock Mine. We do opt for the Griff, and please do not pick a bow. I don't know why I didn't just ban a bow myself. Let's see what he can go instead. I'm not entirely sure what other brawlers he can go. Bow, Penny. I mean, Penny's better than Bow. Surely Penny is better than Bow. But he's probably going to go Bow, isn't he? Yeah. He's gone Bow. This is Power League in a nutshell for you guys. Like, let me know what the kind of comfort picks are around your area. I played some Team Power League earlier, like around Diamond, Gold, and everyone was just comfort picking Emps for some reason. And now everyone's comfort picking bows. So, yeah, I mean, I could maybe do a video on that in the future. I know I'm doing a guide tomorrow on my main channel, but I could do maybe a video in the future about how to counter certain brawlers at certain ranges, right? But anyways, we're going to focus up here because it is the end of the draft. And we have, like, no good power 10 brawlers to really put against these guys. Maybe a Pam. I don't know. Power 10's just ain't really the best. They're not really the best against these brawlers. And I'm probably... Pam is terrible. Pam is a terrible pick. I know I've just slated Bo, but Pam is probably even worse. But the difference between power 10 and a power 9 is huge. Like, a lot of times you just have to pick a power 10. I mean, the difference between power 11 and 10 isn't so much noticeable because you still have at least one gear. But when you don't have any gears on a power 9, it's so rough to do anything. So, I mean, I'm a decent Pam, so hopefully I can still have a good matchup. It's going to be a rough game. It's going to be a rough game. This guy's angry, even though he's picking Bo himself. Yeah, I mean, I can't really complain. I'm going Pam, right? Pam hasn't really seen the meta for a long time. But once I get my super, I can definitely go aggressive. So time to sneak in here. These guys have just allowed me to push up for whatever reason. I'm going to try and juke these guys out a little bit. I'm in a really dangerous position here. It's gonna allow me to get in a double gadget off. I should be able to get a double kill here. So this guy's angry at my Pam, but my Pam is so thick, so unbelievably thick. I'm able to just run through these guys. So hopefully I can heal up in time against this Gene. I'm just gonna use my gadget against him. He's gonna use the knockback, but surely that isn't enough to kill me. Again, he's going to pull me. I'm going to get my gadget in time. I'm just having a game of my life right here. I'm literally in their spawn as a Pam on Hard Rock Mine. Pam is just so out of a meta, but I'm still making it work. So it just goes to show, even some comfort picks can easily work in Power League right now. So I don't know what's happening on our side of the map. Like, it's pretty embarrassing what's happening down here. Stu must be just, all of our hard work, and we're still losing. Like, what more can I do? This Stu must be destroying this Griff. A lot of times you kind of want to help out your teammates, but when I'm literally 1v2ing up there, I don't really have to babysit my Griff in the bottom hand side. I mean, I don't know what's going on. These two are obviously angry at themselves, but I just know for sure that I'm not in that argument right there because I was beasting it down there. I was beasting it. Maybe I should switch this. Stu does have a decent matchup against the Griff, but then again, Griff does heal up over time with his stop house. So you know what? I'll take that matchup. I don't know why these guys are shooting at each other. I'll let them have their little hissy fit. I don't even know what's going on over there. But yeah, we'll just push up again here with a Pam. We can be so aggressive with this gadget, and we can just target this Gene every single time. So we're going to try and juke these guys out. We're all eventually going to get pinched down, but it's all about building my super up with Pam and going super aggressive. So yeah, Bo's going to get claps on this. Just, again, why don't go Bo? He's just terrible against every single mid. Doesn't have any kind of defensive capabilities about him when someone goes aggro. I'd rather go even like an 8-bit on this map. Just any brawler but Bo, guys. Just stop going Bo. I might have to just put this as the title of my video, because time and time again people go this brawler and it's just not it, guys. It really isn't it. Like, unless you're playing against babies, they're not gonna hit the mines, right? They're literally not gonna hit the mines whatsoever. So again, we're gonna push up. I haven't really done too much this game though, after raging at our Bo pick, but this turret's really allowing us to stay alive and sustain control. So wow, that was rough. I auto-aimed a little bit too early and my gadget went to Narnia apparently. So we're gonna push up here. Hopefully no one sees me. Again, we have this crow pretty close. Okay, yeah, that was another terrible play. I mean, I'm not really doing myself any justice whatsoever in this game in general. He's gonna use his super in time. And it's just a terrible game overall. Looks like Griff's going to get a really good kill here. Hopefully, we can secure some gems here. Surely there's some life in this game. And although we've been absolutely terrible, this might be a lifeline. Gene's going to pull me, but I've got a Pam turret to tank a lot of that. Stu is just going to melt us. So same with that Crow slow. But we've got some mines in the middle. The Stu's... okay, got to just dash over to that one gem and completely carry his team. Doesn't matter, they've just picked a gem up in the middle. And that is pretty much GG. So yeah, that was a terrible second game for myself, but these guys just didn't allow me to push up. And yeah, let me know who you would have gone in that scenario, because obviously Pam wasn't the best. Bo was just terrible. Griff was getting bodied time and time again. What a terrible game to end it off on. But anyways, that's going to be it for today's video, guys. Hope you're enjoying it. As I said, make sure to check out the main channel for the guide. I do have a box to open as well. Of course, I get nothing in it, but as I said, I literally have to wait until I think it's tier 62 in the past. Yeah, until I get that last 20 gem bit, I can't get a Brawl Pass. So gotta wait a long time, but probably will arrive sooner than I expect. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.